Peter Racing here from Foundation Expo 88 YouTube channel, and this YouTube to me has been a real pleasure in recording. And I hope you enjoy it as we look towards the importance of the fountain that used to be here in the valley as an entrance statement during the Commonwealth Games and for Expo 88.
Coming with Colin Blumson, he said to me, Peter, what other coats of arms are readily viewable in the city? And I knew of this one here, which is at the entrance to Albert Park. But we've just come around to the other side of this pillar with two city crests or coat of arms on it. And it's of interest because across the road there is where Colin's coat of arms in its recast version is actually going, and it should be a really great artistic statement. Little memory. Here is a photo of Colin's work in its original location. As we pan around here, this is the location for the recited coat of arms, as far as I understand it, which is on the corner of Albert Street and Wickham Terrace. So what we're going to have a look at now is where the actual original fountain that you saw in the photo was sited, down at Fortitude Valley at the Light Street depot, which was a tram depot to start with and morphed later on into a bus depot. Colin's work was conceived and designed. James McCormack was faced with a situation where Breakfast Creek Road was the main entrance into the city. In fact, it was the main entrance into Brisbane and Queensland. If you wanted to go to Toowoomba, you came down here. If you wanted to go to Ipswich, you came down here. If you wanted to go to the south side of the city, came down here. If you wanted to go to the Gold Coast, you came down here. And right opposite us now is where the fountain was located, paid for by the very generous donations collected by the Fortitude Valley business community. And the Fortitude Valley business community at that time was the preeminent retail centre of Brisbane. The impact of the tram ceasing to be the main methodology of getting people around Brisbane had not yet taken full effect. So Queen Street had not developed into the main retail centre that it did develop after the construction of the mall, first stage of the mall, which was actually built for the Commonwealth Games. So all of these effects are interwoven and interrelated to each other, but it's really important to understand why the coat of arms is so important in the history and of the texture of Brisbane, and why it was so important to rescue and save. I mean, it was just totally and utterly irresponsible, to be quite brutally honest, of Lord Mayor Jim Sawley just to take it down and throw it away and really try his best to see it disappear. This road, Skyring Terrace, wasn't here. It's brand new. But what it used to be was a rail line. And the trains, coal trains, used to bring the coal in. That was then gasified and stored in these gasometers, one of which, as you can see across the road, there was another larger one, but that was demolished when they did this whole complex and decontaminated the soil. So it's quite amazing, in a period of 30 odd years, the absolute amazing change that has been sort of wrought upon the valley.
And it has been an absolute joy making this particular YouTube, and it is really full of very interesting history. I hope you enjoy it. And Colin, I hope it's brought back some memories of the importance of your work. Thank you.
G'day, my name is Dr. Celebrity Colin Patterson. I've got a little song for you. Call g'day. That's G apostrophe D-A-Y.